I kind of really envision our church as almost like a modern day church of like the culture of Corinth. It's almost like a church, the Corinthian church. I mean, you can go to our church on a Sunday morning and there may be a lady who's 2 weeks ago was selling her body out. There were cracks sitting next to a guy who's a cable executive and sold, it's just a church that's very integrated in the people. One of the things that we have, Dr. Olasky, is our former pastor had put this concept in our hearts is that everything should be under the shadow of the cross. And in my experience is Christianity is much more cult than it is taught. And I think that as people involve their lives, they take them into their homes, whether it's pregnant girls or whatever, adoption, whatever, that people begin to really see the gospel played out. And that's one reason it's all integrated there together. And the other thing is it makes the church a very powerful force in the community. I'll give you a quick example. When we began doing this, the local city commission, one of the things a lot of churches get stuck on is the planning and zoning issues. Churches can't grow, they can't do this, can't do ministry, can't do evangelistic outreach, and it really hurts the outreach of churches. Well, we began buying these properties adjacent to our church. The city commission, oh, you can't do this, you can't have a women's shelter, you can't have that, because that's not what the church does. Their concept of church, which is a sad concept, is church is what happens on Sunday mornings between 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And I said, no. Church is what happens 7 days a week. And you can go to our church literally almost any night of the week and see things going on, whether 12-step classes or that kind of things. I probably hold the Southern Baptist record for the most special exception use permits ever gathered to build each of those ministries. But we take those, and when we're there in the community, it's a very visible, and I think it's a very tangible, and we say God loves you, but we're showing it every day. Literally, those ministries there, we help over 15,000 people per year, every year. Our church, for over 20 years, was in the top 1/4% of Southern Baptist churches in evangelism. We reach numerous people. We're always at the top in evangelism because we're so effective in reaching people. Most people, because I'm trained in evangelism explosion through Dr. Kennedy's church and everything, I've shared the gospel with hundreds of people personally. But the truth is, a lot of people come to Christ because of a difficulty or some kind of felt need in their life. And so really what we're doing at in the most impressionable, needful time of their life, we're there with them in a tangible way, and it makes them so much more open, we've seen, to share the gospel. We have seen 1 year at the women's shelter, almost every woman there received Christ. And I know there's the Rice Christianity thing, but we have seen so many transformed lives. But it really, to us, it's really the same people that Jesus would have to do. And one other thing I'd like to say on that, Dr. Olasky, is this. A lot of those same pastors bemoan, well, our church, the church is not the center of the community anymore. We're not the center of the culture. Well, in our case, in our city, we are, because now, like anything happens, the local press calls me. They want to get an impact. What's happening here. They want to get an opinion on something. And we literally have like thousands of people come through here. And there is so much respect in our city and our community because of First Baptist Leadership, and it's because of those ministries. It is absolutely astounding, the people that have been there. The ABC affiliate from Orlando came over twice when we started doing this hotel thing. It was very interesting. The Orlando Sentinel, a reporter who is not even a believer, she put an article out there and said, this pastor is trying to buy this hotel, y'all come to the... And for the next 3 weeks, I had over 108 letters. We had over $100,000 was raised, and it was primarily because of that Orlando Sentinel. Fox has been over there. Of course, not a surprise about Fox, but Good Morning America came down because we were involved with relocating Katrina victims. And so basically, when the church, in my estimation, when the church does what's it's supposed to be, the lost world says, whoa, what is this?